All right, guys, it's Paul Singh, the Market Speculator, with the trade report coming about 45 minutes after the open today. Ugly day yesterday. SPY down under 1%, but the Qs were down around 2%. Really breaking down here. Key level today is a 50-day moving average where it closed above yesterday. But look at that today, starting to slide under that level. And then IWM, which we've been really concerned about, continues to slide here and was down around 2% yesterday. So, the concerns we've had in the market, and you heard me saying this for a while here, that we were concerned about market breadth. And even though we were at highs, it wasn't a broad-based rally, and we were getting less aggressive. And now you can see why. And a comment here, this is why in swing trading, you hear me say this all the time, it's not just about stock picking. There's so many other factors that make you successful. One is knowing when to be really aggressive and knowing when to pull back. And that's why you'll hear me say I'm neutral, I'm slightly bullish, I'm slightly bearish. And now we've gone actually from neutral to slightly bearish. And during this period, it's tough to short right now. So ideally, maybe we would short it up here, but we've been a little more cautious with that as well because the market would keep ramping. But at least we've gotten out of these positions and we didn't get caught. So as the market went down here, we actually took two profitable stocks with Netflix and energy. And now we didn't get caught in this. We went into cash before this happened. And the reason for that was, we didn't know this was going to happen, but we could see these things going on in the market that were concerning. So remember that, keep that in mind, a lesson here that how important it is to understand what's going on in the market, not just pick setups, because through this period, we could have picked a lot of different setups that would have, for the most part, all of them failed. So, and we did take some losing trades, but they were, not that many, and we've handled it well. We're going to go over statistics on Sunday. So there's a mentorship session this Sunday, 8 a.m. Pacific. That'll be 11 a.m. Eastern. I'm going to go over 2018 stats, and we're going to talk a lot about this. Why we were aggressive here, why we were conservative here, some good things I've done, some poor things I've done, and we're up around 23%. And SPY is under 10% on the year, so we're crushing SPY right now. So that's a really good thing. But going back to the market here, now we're under the 9. We're holding the 50-day on SPY. And if we look at RSP, which is the equal weighted ETF, it takes the 500 stocks and equally weights them. Again, that gives us a better indication of broad-based what's going on, because SPY is weighted towards certain stocks. It's doing even more poorly, and it's under the 50-day. We want to see this get up over the 50-day. Qs, under the 50-day right now, not good. IWM, not good, but we're a little extended to the downside, so it's tough to short. Now, interestingly enough, financials are actually doing pretty good. So we're going to keep financials on our radar. Oil is doing well. I might even enter today. Energy, which we just got out of, doing good. And Brazil had been doing good and is consolidating some big gains now. So those are some areas to keep an eye on. We have no current positions to go over. Stocks that we're watching, Baidu. Baidu is actually setting up as a short now as it breaks this range here that has acted as support for quite a while. I might actually short this one today. Facebook looks ready to close under this range. Netflix looks ready to close under its 50-day moving average. These are all obviously bad signs. Amazon closing under its 50-day. There are a number of these types of things, so I may actually establish one short position today. I'm a little hesitant to do it because of the way the market's pulled back. We could get a bounce, but I may take a little shot at one. If I lose, $600, that's fine. And then we could balance it with a long and maybe oil, UWT, TQQ. I'll keep an eye on. If the market does recover, we could play a bounce play. If it closes here at 67, it could run to 72, and that's the leveraged ETF. A couple of energy stocks, RIG looks good here, DO looks good here. And then some stocks that were on strong trends that if the market does recover, I think they would do well. One is IRBT. We'll watch the 9, ILMN. We'll watch the 50-day moving average, even though it's breaking down right now. Team, right at its 50-day moving average, could bounce here, and Shack. But we need good signals for that. So we really have to let the market show us what it's going to do. I may establish a short or two here today. Not sure. Probably in something like Baidu or even Amazon here as it goes below its 50-day moving average. Small shots, just one or two, not going to get too aggressive. So remember, guys, Sunday, meet me at 8. If you can't join, there'll be the recordings, but hopefully you can join and ask me some questions as well.